Hi, please like and subscribe to this channel, as well as comment so I can build a community of resistance fighters based on the snarky irreverence I displayed in my videos.
Presently sending a final update to the onboard computers for antenna management, and we have a go for auto sequence starts. And we have auto sequence starts. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, you may or may not have heard about this White House Antifa roundtable discussion on Wednesday, October 8th. This is a story that is reported from KOMO News Channel 4, an ABC affiliate in Seattle. And it involves actually at least one or more Seattle, they call it independent journalists, who attended this roundtable discussion. And they're obviously not independent journalists. They are right-wing fascist propagandist hacks, of course, and they're sitting in the White House here in this meeting with Donald Trump, and they're waxing eloquently about Antifa and making all kinds of bullshit. And the main one that we're going to get to here in this particular video is Katie Daviscourt, and she and Andy No, and Randy Cruz and Jonathan Cho. Jonathan Cho is pretty much a jack-off hack for Turning Point USA. And they're going to sit here on this roundtable discussion, and they're going to sit there and make up stories and bitch about Antifa, their made-up imaginary group, and talk about their paranoid delusions.
Mr. President, Brandy Cruz, you're gonna hear us be very fired up today. It's because some of us have been covering Antifa for 15 years and have never had anyone in a position of authority even acknowledge their existence.
Hi, Mr. President. It is an honor being here today, and I first wanted to start by thanking you guys for designating Antifa a terrorist group. It's exactly what this group is. It's a long time coming. I'm an investigative journalist from Seattle.
Exist,
I work for the Post Millennial alongside Andy No and Jack Posobiec. I have been infiltrating Antifa cells in Seattle and Portland for the past decade. I know their inner workings, and Antifa uses extreme political violence to crush the civil rights of their political enemies and believes that violence is justified by any means necessary. But today, I want to focus on what is happening in Portland at the ICE facility. I've been covering
it's just horrible. It's just a cauldron.
For the past 4 months, and this is a call out to corporate media who has completely ignored this story or has falsely reported on it.
They have nothing to cover.
This is nothing short other than a sustained attack on the United States, which is being supported by Democratic elected officials.
From you.
The Portland Police Bureau has completely abandoned several blocks outside the ICE facility, giving away their jurisdiction to a terrorist group who has spent the past 4 months harassing, assaulting, and intimidating anyone they perceive to be against their cause. Not only have federal agents been relentlessly assaulted for more than 100 consecutive days, black-clad anarchist militants concealing their identities behind black facial coverings.
Give me some names. Bring the victims forward. Did you bring any victims with you?
Just for trying to cover their crimes. Today, I am sitting here with a black eye and a concussion after being violently hit in the face with a metal pole. While reporting outside the ICE facility just this past week. After the attack, I immediately went to 3 Portland police officers who refused to detain the suspect. I took the time to chase down the suspect in the streets.
You're a big hero. You chased down the suspect. You're out of breath.
I was waiting for Portland police to come, and they never came. Then
because there probably isn't anybody who existed there.
Group is actually doing. I watched 20 Antifa militants help my assault suspect escape into an Antifa safe house.
An Antifa safe house. Did it say Antifa on the outside of the house?
This safe house is where Antifa affiliated protesters are conducting paramilitary operations. It's where they're arresting, they're showering, they're eating to continue this occupation.
They're saying it's Roundtable 24/7 Antifa. They don't have any jobs.
Shift changes This group is highly organized.
Okay. So they have like a sign-in sheet or something?
Groups,
a checkoff list?
And they have no plans of stopping.
Is there a guard at the door with an AK-47?
Have been held hostage by Antifa.
Really? Who are they?
For federal intervention. The state
refuses to help. How'd you beat them if they're held hostage?
And they want you, President Trump, to come in and restore law and order.
They beg you, Daddy Trump.
I want to stress the importance of taking this situation seriously, because when I first started reporting on this occupation, I went undercover.
You started making up fictional stories.
To these Antifa militants. I lasted for about a month. They believe that ICE agents are the Nazi Gestapo who need to be killed. They told me that directly, and I think that if this situation is not taken as seriously as it is, it's just a matter of time before someone gets killed.
Oh, really? Like ICE kill people? Yeah,
there's
that's
a lot of overlap, and I would say that, for instance, Jonathan,
you probably got your black eye from a bar fight, you blonde dumb bitch.
Brought up the Democratic Socialists of America.
The Democratic Socialists of America. Yes, exactly what the Germans did in the 1930s. Like, blame the Democratic Socialists for all the issues. Look at this fucker smiling. Oh,
hiding their faces. And so I think we use, and I do understand, for the record, I do understand the challenge, as Andy pointed out, with Antifa as a graspable entity. I do. But
you don't,
at the end of the day, when you look at behavior,
you're just making
you prosecute behavior, right? We're not prosecuting ideas or ideology. You're prosecuting behavior. So whether you can prove that this amorphous thing is Antifa, or someone has a patch that says Antifa, it doesn't matter. You know, did they assault someone? Did they assault a federal agent? Were they engaged in rioting? What is it?
Federal agents are assaulting people.
They're always using that.
Not Antifa.
Well, they don't call themselves Antifa, even though some of them literally do. It's called Rose City Antifa. How long has it been around in Portland, Andy?
Probably 5 people, and they probably sit around and have lunch once a month.
In Seattle, I was outside the federal building, and they were yelling, "There's no police here. This is Antifa land." And then at the same time, Democrats, like our governor,
you made that one up yourself, Jonathan Cho. And again, Jonathan Cho is a hack for Turning Point USA. And guess what Jonathan Cho is going to do? Why, he's going to blame homeless encampments for hiding Antifa.
Far-left extremism, as well as the homeless drug crisis in America. And I find it oftentimes those worlds intersect. And hot off the press is what I wanted to bring to your attention today is a report from a Capital Research Center here in D.C. in conjunction with Discovery Institute. They just put out this study right now. What it shows is that Antifa is heavily embedded in the homeless and housing nonprofit sector. In many cases, the homeless industrial complex is running cover for Antifa. Antifa is benefiting from American tax dollars, and they're essentially being used as the muscle. Let me give you an example. There's a group called Stop the Sweeps in many U.S. cities right now. They get in front of encampment sweeps. What they're doing quietly is they're bringing in Antifa militants to manufacture a crisis to make the police look bad. Another group right now that is behind Antifa and working with Antifa very closely, based on the research that we have right now that we're going to give to you and your team, are the Democratic Socialists of America, also known as DSA. Again, these far-left progressive groups tend to be aligning themselves with Antifa. So finally, in closing, what I wanted to thank you again, Mr. President, is that a few months ago, earlier this year, you put out an executive order on homelessness and the drug addiction crisis in America. And that's sent the entire homeless industrial complex on the run. You have absolutely moved the needle and changed the game. But what's also come out, again, is that there is a connection, a deeply embedded connection with the homeless housing nonprofit game in America. Connected to Antifa.
It's a non-profit game now. It's a racket.
I just wanted to say that all of our resources at Turning Point USA and Discovery Institute are at your disposal, and we will continue again to carry on the legacy of Charlie Kirk. Wanted us.
Method Antifa. Secrets exposed. Film at 11. And obviously, I don't need to repeat her name one more time. She already identified herself. The other dumb blonde here in the crowd. Of these morons. Amazes me is that we have Seattle, and there's another. I believe it's KMA. I may have that wrong, incorrect. Another affiliate in Seattle that puts them out and makes it has a report on them as well, in which they indicate they're independent journalists. I just amazes me how it doesn't matter who you are or what part of the country you live in. These affiliate news networks are doing the same shitty job of both siding. These news affiliate sites are doing the same thing that the national media is doing. They are both siding issues, and they're not reporting accurately, and they're not reporting with any truth exactly what these people are, what they're doing, and what it is they're making up. They call them independent journalists. No, they're not independent journalists. They're not even journalists. They're freaking White House propagandists, and they do not deserve to be called out as anything other than sycophants for Trump. And the propaganda they spew is just utterly disgusting rubbish. And what really amazes, what really gets my gall is that these supposed news affiliates, they can't even report this with an honest, straight face and expose it for what it is. And they're journalists, and they should be able to do the research to understand this stuff does not exist. These are phantom stories from people who make up phantom things, who live phantom lives. And it just... it leaves modern-day journalism as something to be desired in this country. My name is Scott Schneider. I am fed up in Minnesota.